All right. Well, I will get us started. First of all, for any of you that do not know me, my name is Erin Dickeyson. I'm 28 years old and I currently live in Seattle, Washington. And I just want to share with you guys my story and why I'm here today speaking to you. Because if you rewound my tape to about 3 years ago, it was a completely different story. And so for about 25 years of my life, I feel like someone else was writing my story for me, or I was looking to other people to give me answers for my life, for which way to go. I went to college because that's what I was told that you do, which I'm so grateful that I did. And then after college, I was told I needed to work in the corporate world. So I got a job in foster care and I was making $28,000 a year, just barely getting by, still needing to live with my parents and nanny after I got off work at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So I found my life just in this place that I was not happy with. I had so much student debt and I was trying to figure out what my purpose was, and was that working in foster care, nannying endless hours until the night so these other families could go out and enjoy their lives. Well, I felt like I was slaving away and I wasn't making any money to show for it. I wasn't able to go on trips. I wasn't able to do anything. And so fast forward a little bit of time, I saw one of my friends online. She'll actually be speaking last today, but her name's Emily. She's incredible. And she was a trainer at my gym. And I saw her working a ton of hours, and slowly that started to become less and less. And then I didn't see her as much, and I saw that she was taking off and jet setting to Nashville and all these places. And I was like, I want that. Not necessarily that travel aspect, but I want the freedom to decide what I want to do. And so for the first time ever in my life, I decided to take the pen and start writing my own story and choose what I wanted to do. And so that's why I'm here with you tonight. Emily introduced me to an incredible business, and I partnered with a whole food nutrition company 2.5 to 3 years ago. And so our company basically found a way to put 30 fruits and vegetables in capsule form. And now what I get to do is I get to share that with schools, with businesses, with individuals, with friends, with really anyone. I get to help them make one simple change at a time and slowly transform their lives. This is not a quick fix. This is nothing. This is truly just adding whole foods into our lives to help us live a healthy, successful life. And so it's been incredible for me. And especially within this past week, it's been really just mind-blowing to me what I have in my hand and the opportunity that I have. I didn't even know I was going to share this, but I'll just share it with you. Last week, I found out about someone close to one of my friends. He was 26 years old. Sorry, my dog's scratching my couch. Zeddy, get back. Anyway, my friend had a really good friend pass away on Saturday night. He was 26 years old and he had a heart attack. And she was with him that night and he left her bonfire and he went home and the guys were hanging out, and within an hour after they went to bed, he had a heart attack and died. And his buddies had to find him the next morning. And I immediately was thinking about his friends and his family, and what about my friends? What if this were to happen to someone that I know? And it just reminded me how important it is to take care of myself and take care of my body and take care of the people that I love the most. And so, like I told you before, somebody else was writing my story for about 25 years of my life. And I decided to take over that pen and really control my life and decide what I wanted to do. And that meant quitting foster care and following something that I have a huge passion for. And so at the time I was living in Michigan, I picked up my entire life and I moved to Seattle, Washington. I live here now. I had no friends. My boyfriend lived here. I didn't know anyone in this city, but I knew it was possible and I knew I had this business in my hand. And so now I have that as a huge chunk of my income, and I teach fitness classes because that's what I care about. I care about helping people be the best versions of themselves. Not only so a 26-year-old doesn't end up having a heart attack, but so that mentally we are healthy and we are here for a long time for our friends and family, and we can help them along the way. And so this has just been transformational. This is not who I was 3 years ago, and I could go on a lot longer, but I have some incredible friends with even better stories than mine. Not that that's better. It's just incredible that this is my life and this is my journey. So I'm going to pass this on over now. I think Rachel's speaking next, so you guys can hear her story.
Hi guys. I'm a college athlete. Excuse my face. I actually have our omegas all over my face right now. Great face mask. Yes, that's what's on my face.
Love it.
And that's another thing that I love about this business is that you can literally do it from anywhere. If it's when you're laying in bed and you have orange goop all over your face, it's great. But yeah, so like I said, I'm in college and I'm an athlete. I play water polo. I'm about to start my senior year. So, you know, being really young and, you know, being able to do this has really opened my eyes to just kind of the amount of opportunity that's out there because, you know, the older I get and, you know, I'm more interested in like conversing with adults and hearing what they have to say and what their life is like. And, you know, time and time again, it's, you know, I live for the weekend. You know, people, they work Monday through Friday and they're living for the weekend. And, you know, if, you know, they're lucky, they're passionate about what they're doing on that Monday through Friday, and that's great. But, you know, a lot of the times it's not. And so that's one thing that really attracted me about this business was that, you know, I don't have to live for the weekend. You know, at some point in time, I'm going to be able to, you know, do what I want every single day. And I don't need to be looking forward to, you know, that Saturday, Sunday break from work. And so that's, you know, just being a college student and having that in my back pocket is really amazing. And being able to have that income every single month of, you know, mom and dad, like, you know, I don't need money for groceries and gas this week or this month. You know, I'm good. I actually am able to make money while I'm studying and playing water polo all of the time at school. And I can just whip out my phone and do this. And, you know, till I'm waiting for class to start. And so that's really an amazing thing is that you can literally take this anywhere with you when you're traveling or, you know, work, school, whatever. And another thing that really intrigued me and made me so passionate about this business is, so I'm a public health major. And so, you know, the more learning I've done about the issues that we have in this country and, you know, learning through this company, all of the health problems that we have, it's really just kind of tugged on my heart to impact as many people as I can, you know, people I know and people I don't know, because it really is scary the amount of sickness and disease that people are going through. And, you know, they didn't have the opportunity or the education. Someone didn't take the time to tell them, hey, this vegetable is good for you and this is why. And, you know, this can really help you and this is why. And, you know, getting that walk in every single day for 15 minutes, it really will help you in the longevity of your life. And so it's kind of been a really growing passion of mine to be able to help people and just simply educate them on how to live a healthy lifestyle. And, you know, with what I'm studying, it fits perfectly into my passions, and being an athlete, I get to impact so many different athletes and just talk to them about, you know, the importance of food and our training and being able to recover and muscle recovery. And so, you know, as a young person, I'm just getting started in this. I've been in it for a few years, but it's amazing to see, you know, the success that you can have and really the true happiness that it can bring, that you get to impact other people and their health. And so, yeah, I think I'm passing it off to Shelby now, I'm guessing.
Hey, I'm here. Oh my gosh, these get me pumped. I am glad that I get to speak tonight. So I'm Shelby. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I have been part of our company for 3.5 years now. And so I'm going to share my short journey with you all. I just did what most people do. I went to college. I went to the same college my parents went to. I was like, whatever was right in front of me. Not that that's wrong. I just was like that. Wasn't really a dreamer. After college, just got the desk job and things like that. And I was kind of at that point where I was witnessing other people live a different lifestyle than I was living, and I was intrigued. And I was at that point in my life where I was ready to grow. I didn't know I was ready to grow, but I was. And so I was at a point in my health journey too, where I was thinking prevention over treatment. I knew fruit and vegetables weren't going out of style, so I was kind of looking for a solution to get more in my body. And so when I found a company aligned with the same values that I had as far as nutrition and to be able to dream and think a little differently than I was kind of wired, I was like, yes. And I have that personality where I'm excited about something, I just go all in. I get really excited, and my husband is perfect for me because he was like, let's hold the reins, let's see what this is all about. And once he found out what it was all about, he's like, I want it for myself. I want these plant solutions for me. I want to tell my coworkers. Like, he was like, I'm in this with you. And so I think that's super cool, is that you can include so many people in your journey, kind of bring them along with you, not in a convincing way, but in a captivating, exciting way. And that's how I got introduced to this. I was captivated. I was excited by freedom. I was excited by health, and getting more plants in my body. And so through that, I became a mom, and I was kind of at a crossroads where I was deciding how I was going to spend my time after my son was born. And I was looking into part-time jobs because I didn't want to work full-time. And I already loved what this company was about, already had a handful of friends and family as referrals that I got kickback money from, but wasn't really thinking anything business-wise. I wasn't really wired like entrepreneur, franchise owning businesswoman. I didn't own that title. I did not know anything about it. But I needed a way to spend my time the way I wanted it, and I wanted to spend it with my babe. And so I linked up with some of the women I knew in this business. I didn't know super well. I just saw that they had some level of success, and they were training others to do the same.
Shelby, you're frozen. All right, Emma, I'm going to have you take it over.
All right, I'm taking over for Shelby. I'll finish out her story for her. So now she's been in the business. I love how, first of all, before I even go into that, Shelby and I met through this business, and the fact that I can finish her story for her because we're close enough to do that is so incredible. We live in different states, we live different lifestyles, and we're still such good friends. But basically, long story short, she's been running the business for almost 4 years now, and is able to do so with her husband and her little kiddos at home. And it is so fun watching her journey because it looks very different than mine. But she's incredible. Obviously, you guys can see her energy on this call, and I love what it's been able to do for her and her sweet, sweet family. So my name is Emily, obviously. I'm 28 years old. I live in Nashville, Tennessee now. I started this business 4 years ago at the end of August. So I always have a big celebration for my anniversary party because it changed my life in such a significant way. So you're all invited. Welcome. Come on down. But yeah, I started almost 4 years ago, and it's crazy on these calls to really reflect and think back to where I was when I started my business. So I think even backing up before that, this isn't something I typically share, but growing up, I wanted to do a lot of things. I was a little girl with big dreams, and my parents would say, you know, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And I would tell them all kinds of things. A singer, which is a joke because my voice is never going to get me there despite living in Nashville. But a singer, a teacher, was really set on a marine biologist for a long time. And I remember the day I was in 4th grade, I did a presentation on dolphins, and my dad looked at me, and I love him, and I know he didn't mean any harm by it, but he looked at me on that day and said, you won't make enough money as a marine biologist. And that literally broke my heart as a little 4th grader. Like, there's still a little tiny piece and part of me that wants to live in the ocean. I want to be Ariel, Little Mermaid under the sea. Like, that is my personality. But that day, that dream kind of died because I went from dreaming to trying to logically think, oh, my job has to make me money. And of course, you know, we need funds, we need finances. But I started shifting as a fourth grader. How can I make money? And that's so sad to me looking back now. I have cousins and nieces and nephews that are fourth graders, and looking at them thinking, oh my gosh, I hope that they let their dreams die at this age. It's so sad. So growing up, my dad was a pharmacist, and so I wanted to follow in his footsteps. I wanted to become a doctor of some sort. Went to school, went to the Central Michigan University, and was going to get my degree as a physical therapist because physical therapists make money. And I'm really into health and fitness and nutrition. That truly has been a passion of mine my entire life. But I kind of hit a crossroads, and I was at my senior year, and I thought, okay, here we are. I can go to grad school 5 more years and get my doctorate, or I can do my true passion and I can become a personal trainer and start helping people right now. And I knew that that was the route I needed to take because I could always go down the other path on a different date. So I graduated Central Michigan University with my degree in exercise science and kinesiology. I started personal training immediately, and I am not kidding you guys, I fell in love with it. Being in the gym with people, helping them lift weights and see results and gain confidence in their bodies was everything for me until about 2 years in, I found myself working 80 hours a week. I'd have to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I would train all day long. If I got a nap midday, I was lucky, and it became exhausting. And my passion turned into a dread every single morning because, again, I was waking up grinding to pay the bills, and I lost that fulfillment. So long story short, when this fell into my lap 4 years ago, I was not ready for it. I wasn't expecting it at all. But when I heard that there was a simple way to get good quality whole food nutrition into people's lives, it made complete sense to me, because if I was too busy to get it in and I was a health nut, then I knew that other people needed it too. So I immediately said yes to the product and the business. I didn't really know what I was doing. Some days I'm still flying by the seat of my pants and I still don't think I know what I'm doing. And that's the beauty of this, is you've got a team and a community of people who are here to back you up and inspire you. And this is the type of franchise where you truly get to design every single day. You get to rewrite your story like Erin was talking about, and you get to take back your dreams. So maybe one day I'll become a marine biologist, who knows? But no, truthfully, you really are able to design your life to look exactly how you want it to look. So if you have that dream career that maybe doesn't fund you the way that you'd want it to, this is a way to fuel that. This is a side income or a secondary income that you can use to support your wildest dreams. And sometimes in crazy situations, if you work hard enough and you dream big enough, this can become your full-time career. I never in a million years saw myself in 4 years working full-time. I say working full-time, you can work whatever type of hours you want, but having a full-time income with this company and this community has just been the greatest blessing, because I get to spend, little pockets of time throughout the day, like right now, sitting here educating and inspiring all of you. Because truthfully, if someone wouldn't have told me about this, I would be miserable working 80 plus hours a week still to this day as a trainer, and I would have missed out on so much life. I used to have to say no to so many family functions, to birthday parties, engagement parties, friends events, because I was constantly working. And it was just like, for what? If I was working so much, I couldn't even take time off to enjoy my friends. And now this gives me the opportunity to be able to fund my dreams, have the flexibility of my schedule, and still be able to train clients because I want to and I love to, not because I have to pay the bills. So if this is something that it's kind of been laying on your heart, I just want to encourage you all tonight to really search a little bit deeper and think about the things that do fuel your fire. What fulfills you? What inspires you? Those are on your heart for a reason. We all have different passions, and I truly believe we're all here to fulfill them. And if you're sitting here thinking about this tonight, dig a little deeper and know that you do have the capability to rewrite your story or to start writing your story today. It's just all about you committing and saying yes to yourself. So if somebody invited you here tonight, they really care about you and they wanted you to learn a little bit more about what they're up to or what you could potentially be doing with your life. So when you get off this call, I just encourage all of you to take a couple minutes, just kind of think about the direction that you're going now. And is that the direction that you want to be going in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? And if not, maybe this is a fit for you. We have room for everybody in our community, in our organization. We would love to support you in your dreams. And maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay too. This isn't for everyone. But if you know of anybody that you think would be a good fit, we would love to connect with them because our community is just growing like wildfire, and we would love to support you. So thank you guys so much for spending some time with us tonight on this Wednesday. And I hope to hear from all of you soon. Bye, everybody.
Tired of love, just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love, just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, party, trying my best to meet somebody. Everybody around me's falling in love.